Good music venues are hard to find. They've got to have a vibe. The people who go there have got to be in for a good time, but behave themselves within limits. And the King's Arms Tavern was built in the late 1800s and has been hosting the who's who of New Zealand music since the mid-1990s. It's also hosted a few big acts before they became really big, the White Stripes and the Black Keys, to name just two. I saw beautiful concerts by the Chills, Tiny Ruins. God, Tiny Ruins are so good. Camera Obscura, whose gear failed and they kind of kept on playing acoustically. The Clientele, great nights. But the site's long-time owner sold it for more than $7 million in September 2016 because the land it's on is worth, well, $7 million. And construction will soon begin on more than 100 apartments in its place. Our reporter Zach Fleming went down late this afternoon to talk to some of the King's Arms last patrons.
It's so iconic. There are people here who are actually getting King's Arms tattoos. They're immortalising the place on their body. And we're here with Craig, who's getting a King's Arms tattoo at the moment. Hey, Craig.
Hello.
Why are you getting a King's Arms tattoo, mate? Why is this so important to you?
This place is an icon, you know. I've been drinking here for nearly 28 years, I guess. Yeah, I've had so many amazing nights here.
Can you tell me about one of the amazing nights? What one springs to mind first?
Oh, I don't know if I could. I don't think I could name one over all of the others. You know, there's so many gigs. Beast Wars, Parquet Courts, The Business, Spelling Mistakes, The Ruts.
Is it the bands that make it special though, or is it the place?
Oh no, it's the place. I was just saying to Mark the tattoos here. It's almost got a personality of its own, you know. It's been here for so long. There's so many people have had so many good times here and important times in their life, you know, weddings and what have you. It's almost got a personality of its own, this place. Yeah.
And how do you feel about it closing down?
It's a shame, man. It's really, yeah, it is. It's such a shame. Auckland live music culture's dying, you know, and this is just another nail in the coffin. It's a real shame.
This has been a massive part of my life growing up, and yeah, been to a lot of amazing gigs here. His dad's played on the stage, no one you've ever heard of, a couple of times, yeah. So no, it's really sad to see it go. I was a punk and rock and metal kid, and there aren't many places to go in this city for that, especially now. So yeah, it's a real loss, and it's a loss of a small venue with a great sound system that attracts international bands. Where are they going to go now?
We remember, like, as kids, you know, sitting at the bar and swinging our legs and drinking like raspberry lemonade. And so yeah, we've been coming here since we were tiny.
We're in a band, used to be in bands in the late 90s, and we played here in the King's Arms when there was no stage. So it was playing on the floor, so that's how long we've known this place. So 90s through to now, that's nearly 20 years, I suppose.
There's lots about the King's Arms that, you know, we've had lots of kind of personal relationships with. Yes, the music, things like weddings, you know, it's been really great.
It's like a pub and music venue built on its memories, right?
Yeah.
And there's not many of those in Auckland with the amount of memories that are in this place, right?
Like Glue Pot gone, Java Jive gone, you know, King's Arms gone, everything's, you know. But, you know, it's a change, isn't it? The demographic changes. Electronica changed everything, the DJ crowd changed everything, so this started to get left behind. I mean, the last time we played here was 2 weeks ago, and we played just in the small front bar, and that was a nice little party crowd, you know. It wasn't being filled anymore, this big space. So, you know, as much as people were getting sad, people actually weren't turning up here anymore.
I mean, how many places are like this left in Auckland? Like a real true live music venue where you can just kind of, you know, where it's not a pretty place. It's just a come and be yourself, kind of, you hang out. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tears and stuff, I think, tonight. It's going to be a sad night.
Zach Fleming at the Kings, talking to people for whom it means a great deal as the best music venues do, shot by our wonderful cameraman Nick Monroe.